Hello, 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 everyone. Hi. Hello and welcome to this stream today. Wow. We have a very chill stream day going on. Oh, hello, hi. It looks like everything looks good. Hey, look at that. Today we're multi-streaming today because it's a very chill day. Well, okay. To be fair, I consistently stream normally on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I normally what's it called? I normally will multi-stream depending on what it is that we're doing for the day. If we're just drawing, or if we're playing video games, or if we're doing like a podcast, normally I will multi-stream that. But if I have to go online on a day where I typically don't stream, I usually just stream it on YouTube. Because normally it's like a very important and like specific thing. For days like today, we kind of do like a variety of stuff. We just like talk, just kind of derp around and everything. Today in particular, I'm gonna be working on an art commission for one of my clients named Duncan, who's been very patiently waiting. So I'm just gonna be drawing, and yeah, we can just kind of talk and chill. It's a very comfy type of stream. I feel like we kind of need it after everything that's been going on lately. It's been bad. It's been very bad. Thanks. I like my glasses too. My glasses are so fresh and so cool. I am just so I'm so skibbity, don't you know? Also, real quick, before I start getting into the drawing, I just wanted to let you all know that Gamer Subs has a brand new thing. They have a brand new thing. Look at that. Well, not that. They have Alice in Wonderland, which is now available. Their new waifu cup. And they have the new Sakura Splash from Silvervale, which you can all get to try if you use code MARI, which is gamersubs.gg/MARI to get 10% off an entire order. I just wanted to share that real quick before we actually start drawing. So, yeah. Alright, let me close out of this. And this. You said you feel bad for Kenji, even though you love me. Kenji's your favorite. Well, that's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna be that offended by it because Kenji is a male. So the fact that like you love me and a male VTuber, I'll take that as like a win. It is very sad what happened to him. I did talk about it a little bit yesterday on stream. Of course, you know, if I had streamed longer, probably could have talked more about what had happened, which I did not realize was happening. I didn't realize like after I had got off on a stream, there was more to the situation than I had realized. But you know what's kind of crazy? Yesterday when I was talking about like cyber security and internet safety and like trusting your friends and finding red flags, there was stuff that I was like speculating about with all of you yesterday that turned out to be true. And I really hate that about myself. I hate that like I was right on the money about that whole entire situation, and it's sad. It is very sad with what happened, what is currently happening even right now. I plan on making a video covering more about the topic, because it's not so much of like I'm making it for the sake of like making a drama type of video. I want to make it because I think the things that we had talked about on stream yesterday are really relevant to what had happened. Like for anyone who didn't know, Kenji got doxxed, and it's really sad because it was by like people who he thought he could trust. And I feel so bad for him because, well, sometimes the people who you think you can trust turn out to be the worst types of people you can ever associate yourself with. And a lot of very bad things came into light yesterday. And the result of it is the entire Mofo, whatever the hell their group fanboy name is disbanded. And pretty much, that entire friend group is in shambles now. And it sucks because I literally said yesterday, I don't understand why everyone is, like, hanging out with Dove despite knowing this information and all this stuff. Like, why? And I was right. It turns out they were all lying and pretending like they didn't know. And, well, they got caught. And, like, literally right when I ended stream, Underhill had messaged me. He's like, Mari, you need to go into Kenji's stream right now. And I was like, why? Why? Like, you need to listen. And then Kenji ended stream, so I went over to Evan's stream. And thank God for Evan, man. I'm so glad Evan is neurotypical and has, like, the confidence to, like, just casually just start watching, like, clips and, like, talk about controversy and just all that kind of stuff and just be like, yeah, man, that's pretty fucked up of you. Meanwhile, I'm like, I think maybe this is, like, a bad idea, guys. Oh, okay, oh, you don't like that? Okay, never mind, I'm sorry. I'm like, dang. So I was watching Evan's stream, and yeah, I finally got more of a better understanding of the situation. And, like, that's why I said, like, I hate when I'm right about stuff. Like, I don't like it when I am right about things, because I genuinely want to believe that there are good people out there and that there are good noodles, but there's not. There's so many bad eggs. And I hate it. I think the most devastating thing that I saw today happening before I logged on is a lot of people were talking about how, oh my god, what's the hashtag that's going on right now? I have, like, a lot of things going on from, like, the Twitter Explore page, so I can, like, see trending topics. It's VTuber community in crisis, cancel culture and chaos reign. The VTuber community is currently facing challenges as highlighted by numerous posts from members expressing concern over recent events. These issues have led to discussions about trust, privacy, and maintaining a healthy community. Some members have shared personal experiences and opinions, emphasizing the need for respect and civility within the community. Despite the turmoil, there is a sense of hope among some members who believe the community can overcome these challenges and continue to grow. Specific incidents mentioned include doxing and interpersonal conflicts and members expressing disappointment, disillusionment. And, like, reading some of this stuff is terrifying because, like, so many people are coming out talking about how, like, they're so scared to, like, talk and interact with anybody. And I'm just like, man, this sucks. I'm so sorry to all of, like, look, I'm so sorry to all the people who have had very bad interactions. I myself have had very bad interactions with people. But the thing is, it's like, not all of us are bad eggs. There are some actually really amazing people out here in the community. Unfortunately, the bad eggs kind of ruin it for everybody, you know? It's the fact that it happened 2 years ago and it's being brought back up now. It's being brought back up now because, bro, what do you mean it's being... You make it sound like it was just being brought up randomly. No, like, the person kept bragging about... Did you not watch... Did you not see the screenshot of them talking about it just a couple of months ago where Dove was, like, joking about just doxing Kenji again just so that way she could keep growing? Like, the group chat got exposed, and she literally said just a couple of months ago, yeah, I'ma just dox Kenji. Like, this isn't just something that Kenji just decided, yeah, I just want to cause trouble today. No, like, this person has continuously just caused issues, and it's the fact that the entire friend group that Kenji thought were his friends just shat on him and just wanted to cancel him. That's why it got brought up. And like I said, it's sad. Because, well... How would you feel if you find out that your friends actually had a hate group about you? Very sad. There we go. I think Static Tokyo made a couple of videos talking about it already. He's very fast. He's very speedy about talking about it. I plan on making my own video, but as you all know, my videos are very different from like most people who make stuff about situations like these. It's gonna be in a similar vein to how yesterday's stream was when we talked about it. But I will add more context to what had happened because, yeah, I'm a little shocked. It's just weird. Everybody kept saying, oh, I never knew about the group. And yet, seeing everyone's names on there was a very... It was disappointing. And not only was it disappointing, it really opened up a lot of people's eyes about their favorite content creator. As Evan said, Evanito, my good friend, had said the other day, I think a lot of people are gonna slowly start realizing that some of their favorite VTubers are not good people. And I think that's really sad, because not every VTuber's a bad egg, you know? It's really heartbreaking. I hate it. I really hate it. Yeah, some of the people who I saw in that group chat, I'm very upset. I had unfollowed so many people yesterday. It was very upsetting. I was not happy about it at all. Because, I don't know, I just kind of felt like... I just felt like people would be smart to, like, not do bad things like that. And to know that eventually, if you do bad things like this, you will get caught. I think, some people have now encountered the harsh reality of like, hey man, if you've been having hate group DMs hating on people and stuff, your time's coming. So you better be careful. You better be careful. Don't feel bad about having an ND take. I mean, like, the reason why I said like, oh, I'm happy that Evan's neurotypical is because like, Evan doesn't overanalyze anything. Like, Evan doesn't overanalyze anything, and also he doesn't let it bother him. And that's something that I really admire about him, because he always tells me all the time. He's like, Mara, you care way too much about stuff that like you shouldn't be caring about. And I'm like, but. And he's like, you care way too much. And I was like, okay, I need to, not like you can't have a heart or anything like that, but there are just some things I'm just like, man, like seeing all this go down, even though it has nothing to do with me, I can't help but somehow feel like I'm at fault, even though this has nothing to do with me. I'm like, damn, I care way too much. And that's why my approach to talking about it is so different from everyone else, because I notice a lot of people are very like, yeah, this happened, this is crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just kind of like, man, I'm just really sad seeing like people who I thought were cool turn out to be terrible people. And I feel like everything that I knew was a lie and everything was taken away from me. Just like Kingdom Hearts 4. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but no, it's like, man, I wish people could just be nice to each other. Like, look, I don't like everyone that's in the VTubing community. I have like problems with like some creators, and I don't like them as a creator, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to cancel them. That's just so bizarre. Like, look, I'm making a VTuber model right now, you know? Like, I got better things to do. I got commission and stuff to work at. I don't have time to sit there shit talking people in a DM. I'll just do it on stream. I'll just do it on stream. It's so weird. It's like so weird. You found Sayu's Twitter and she's acting like she's the... So I kind of looked into that whole situation about Sayu. I guess Kenji made fun of her when she got doxxed way back, because I had some people in chat asking like about it being like, oh, Kenji deserved to get doxxed because he made fun of Sayu. I'm like, that's no. No. It doesn't matter if you find someone problematic. Nobody deserves to be doxxed and harassed. Like, so that whole situation, from what I had seen, it's because Kenji had made fun of her when she had gotten doxxed from being in the company. And the thing is, a lot of people didn't seem to take very well to her tweeting about it, because it, like some of you were saying, it seemed like she made it all about her. I can't really comment about it because it's not about me. Just like the whole Kenji thing's not about me either. All I can say is that right now is not a good time to make this situation about you. Right now, if you don't like show support for Kenji, or like you're better off just saying nothing. If you like don't want to support Kenji, just don't say anything about it right now because you're just gonna get attacked. Like right now is not a good time. And it's a very delicate situation. Kind of like how the face is coming out right now. By the way, if you want to know, this is Duncan's reference sheet. So he asked me to draw him. He asked me to draw this exact model, but in my style. So that is what I am attempting. I'm actually trying a brand new eye design where I add makeup because I feel like I've noticed that a lot of male VTuber models don't have a lot of defining features about their face compared to female models. And so I'm trying something new where I add makeup to like my male models. I draw a lot of males. I don't get to draw females that often. I think I'm one of the few artists who actually like drawing male VTubers. So I'm trying something new. I want to try to draw makeup. Hopefully Duncan's cool with that. I hope so. I promise I'll make you look gorgeous. It's gonna look natural. It's gonna be really cool. So yeah. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I obviously don't want to spend the entire stream talking about Kenji because I already feel very bad about the entire situation. Just know that, like, I get it. It sucks. That's why today I just kind of wanted to draw and, like, chill. Because there's obviously other stuff that has been going on today. And, well, not all of it's bad. Not all of it's bad. It's gonna look natural. It will. I will make it look natural. I'm just glad I never heard of or any of the people. Honestly, Jack, that's probably better. The only reason why I am so like heavily invested in that situation is because I have been doxxed myself and I know what that feels like and it's a terrible feeling. I gotta look up some male VTuber models for inspiration. My goldfish brain right now is having a hard time remembering what I want the body to look like. Because I know, like, Duncan sent me a reference of, like, his model, but there's, like, a specific... Like, my idea is to give Duncan kind of like a... I want to give him a little bit more definition. Like, I want to make him a little more... I kind of want him... Even though he has, like, these, you know, glasses and he's supposed to look like more... analytical smart type, I kind of want to give him that like almost Attack on Titan kind of vibe. What's that guy's name? Oh my god, what is his name? I want him to have like... Hello? Can you submit? What's his name? I want him to have... I want him to look like... Who's... Does anyone watch Attack on Titan? Do you know who this person is? Hold on, let me load it up real quick. Yeah, I kind of want the lean and athletic look, but let me show you who I'm talking about. Do y'all know who this is? Who is this guy? What's his name? Levy. Yeah, I kind of want to give him like this kind of vibe about him, like, but with glasses. So, you know, still lean, but has some kind of like definition about him. Like, I'm thinking in particular will define his neck. And I'm thinking the little eye makeup and stuff will kind of do wonders. But yeah, I kind of want to give him like that more serious like shading. This is my inspiration for my VTuber child. So yeah, I want to give him some definition on his neck. I want to give him a little bit of muscle definition. Like, I think for the clothing, what I'll end up doing is I'll kind of make the clothing look a little more worn. Because right now, I'm getting the kind of like fantasy vibes from this, and I kind of want to add a bit more grunge. That's the style I want to go for. Because otherwise, I'd just be like tracing and drawing over just the same thing. You know, like I gotta make it different. I gotta make it my style, right? So that's kind of my idea. I'm thinking about making him look a little grungy. Like a little bit of an evil aura around him. So what's a good VTuber that I could reference that would end up looking kind of evil? And hey, I appreciate you lurking, by the way, Darks. Hey, look, it's okay. Pro tip for drawing men: as a manga artist myself, make the neck thick and lots of muscle. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because like I feel like the clothes need to be a bit more defined. From Mammon from Obey Me. Oh, let me look that up real quick. Oh, he kind of does look. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, yo. Huh. I think you're right. He kind of does look like that, doesn't he? Oh my goodness. I totally see it. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at long, skinny legs, but look at the pants. Look at how defined those pants are. Oh, I could do something like that. Look at them hip bones too. I like that. Oh, I'm seeing it. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do for Duncan. We're gonna make his like torso area here. We're gonna make that a little bit wider because I'm seeing right here that it's a little bit more triangle. And honestly, his torso is a little bit longer too, so we should elongate his torso. Ooh, I like this. I might have to watch this series. It's a pretty good series. He looks pretty good. Kind of reminds me of Vesper from Hall. No, he does. Wait, who? Duncan? No, he doesn't. Hold on. No, he does. Oh. It's an otome game. Oh, now I'm invested. Is it because of the glasses? Oh, maybe it's because of the gloves and like the cuffs and like the jack. Oh, okay, wait. I think I'm starting to. Oh, they honestly look like they could belong in the same universe. They actually look like they could belong in the same universe. Okay. I don't want to make Duncan look too much like Vesper though, because Vesper has like a whole dad vibe going on. He looks like more of... I'm trying to remember that one anime, and I just can't think of it off the top of my head right now. It's kind of like the Irregular High School. I can't remember what it is, but he kind of reminds me more of like something that you would see in like a RPG kind of game. Vesper actually could be like that too, although just more older and dad-like. Although I think a lot of you call him grandpa or something, or you did back in the day. But yeah, this one is much more younger. It's actually really good to note. regular magical high school. Yeah, I think that's the anime I'm thinking of. Kind of looks like this. Let me... I'm pulling it up right now. It kind of gives me like this vibes personally. It's because of like the way the jacket is and stuff, you know what I mean? Honestly, yeah, Duncan and Vesper could be drinking buddies. I could actually see that. Yeah, I am seeing a bit more of that. That's good to know. Vesper would drop life advice on Duncan while he's drunk. You're so right. Oh my gosh. I want to watch The World Only God Knows. I want to watch that. We need to do an anime night for the Boba Club members. We need to do that. Like, I need to actually get off my lazy butt and start doing that. Okay. So. Alright. I think this is a thick neck. Although, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Alright. So. I want to make this. I feel like we need to have more of like that Dorito shape, you know what I mean? Like it needs, well, obviously not this big, but maybe more like... something more like this. Of course, I'm gonna have to keep working on the anatomy, but this is kind of like what I want to give him. I want to give him... I need to look up some muscle references. Looks like a professor from a science game. Ah! Men's necks are as wide as their... Oh, okay, so I would have to make his neck wider. Okay. I don't get to draw a lot of muscular men. So let me look up some muscles. Man, Pinterest really knows how to show me some muscles. Some of them are a little too muscular for what I want, but I think I'm looking for more like toned kind of thing. I don't know why when I look up muscle men, I just get My Hero Academia recommended to me. That's so interesting. Oh, I see what you mean by like their neck is like the same size as their face. Okay, alright. Oh god, that seems so big. It seems so big though. Oh yeah, I am almost at 100k, aren't we? Let's go. Now you may be noticing down below the canvas here. I have a dono goal. It's Mari Student Loan Fund. So remember how the other day I had talked about how I also have a lot of debt? Well, I thought maybe as part of like a little bit more motivation to start doing content full time, I have now made a donor goal for anyone who would like to help towards my student loan funds. This is just one student loan. I don't want to actually put down the full amount of how much I owe. I feel like that would scare people. So instead, I have just one loan at a time. And so, by the way, thank you so much, Mythicus, for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I would like to just let everyone know, part of the biggest reason why I can't do content creation full-time is because I have to pay off my student loans. So, if I pay off my student loans, I can be a full-time content creator. Isn't that crazy? Think about. Hey, and it's totally a-okay if you don't have money. It's no requirement to enjoy any of my content. I'm still gonna do my content as I can. I just have this goal here in case of anybody who does have the financial means that would like to help. Art commissions and stuff that I do goes towards my student loans as well. And pretty much, people who join the memberships and stuff and like who subscribe, that kind of goes back into my channel anyways, so don't feel bad. Another good way to help support is by making fan art, because I use it in my thumbnails and on social media, as well as making memes, because I also use that in my videos and on social media, as well as watching the videos. Because, as you all know, YouTube really likes when you watch videos. They really, really like that. So that is a great free way to help too. Same with like watching live streams, that helps a lot too. So yeah, don't feel bad. I just have it there just in case, you know, who knows, maybe someone will be like, really? Isn't it crazy? Like, that's the price of a model. For some artists. Granted, that's not, like, 7,000 isn't always the price that you have to pay in order to become a VTuber. This model that I'm drawing did not cost 7,000, but I know some VTubers who have paid that much money for a VTuber model. There we go. How do I make from my IRL job? I make enough to cover the minimums of stuff, which is why it takes me so long to pay things off, because when you like only pay the minimum, it's actually not good to do that. You know? Have you seen all my... Okay, you know what? You're right. I don't even know why I'm complaining about his neck. Like, honestly, it's really not that bad. Plus, I'm just doing rough... I'm doing rough little sketches right now, so... We're just kind of shaping things out. Well, how big was his chest? It's gonna take me a couple renditions to draw this, so I'm not too pressed. It's gonna take me a couple renditions. He has booba now. He is now a big titty goth dommy. The outer one is about average for a dude's neck that's somewhat muscular. Okay, I could see it. We'll see. I may tone down the muscles just a little bit. We'll see how this looks. I'm just gonna make him a really buff dude. You know what? I'm glad this gives you motivation to draw. Hey, and you know, working on Twitch over that's pretty cool too. I can't wait for you to quit your cafe job. You should get people's names horribly wrong when you're playing on At least I have stories. When I do my rebrand, I plan on like talking more about my experience. One thing I will say, even though my job at the cafe sucks, I will say it makes for great content. Because it's very interesting stories, you know what I mean? I know. It's like hard to like think like, okay, alright, Mari, bet. But it does make really interesting stories. Because it's like, no, that didn't really happen, Mari. There's like no way. There's like no, but no, it does. And I'm like, damn. All right. This is not going to look very good, just FYI, but this is like how this is my process. I know a lot of artists have like much better, smoother process. This is my process though. I just kind of draw really bad lines and I redraw it like 7 times until something looks right. I do have reference images up on screen, by the way, in case if you're wondering. I'm looking at this. So like I do have, I also have pictures of just muscular men on here. So it's like I do have stuff I am looking at. We're just not going to comment about what this is. We're not going to comment about this. This is my son. Do not be weird. Okay. This is my son. Do not be weird, okay? Don't be weird if my son is gifted, alright? Vivi, thank you so much for becoming a member, by the way. Yeah, let's go. Okay, fine. How about this? If, you know what? I can do a goal. I can do a goal. How about this? Here. Here. Let me pop it out. Let me pop. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it because I'm multi-streaming? Is it not showing me it because I'm multi-streaming? Okay, I guess it doesn't want to show you because I am multi-streaming. But there is a way for me to do a subscription goal. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, subscription goal. That is a very old goal. Okay, how about this? Zero, 4, 30. How about this? Your mom is a hoe. Here. How about we replace this? This shitty... No one cares about this. Alright. I put you off at a good start. YouTube and... Twitch. I forgot where I was. Will count towards both of these. Oh, wait. Hold on, what? Oh, wait, hold on. 5 Terps also subscribe with Prime. Thank you for that. Okay, I need to fix this. I ruined the goal. I'm stupid. How about this? If we get to 10, either Twitch subs or YouTube members, they count for both, then we will have anime night tomorrow for the members. There we go. You're already at 3. I lied. You're already at 4. Thanks, Point. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Your son is a cat. I told you to don't be weird about my son. He's gifted. All right, listen, by the time I'm done rendering, he will be gifted. You'll see. Thank you, Mr. Point. Actually, wait. Is that because of the... Yeah. Anyways, welcome in, everybody. This should work. Can we do condensed? Yes. Can we also do your mom? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Have I made other VTuber models? Yeah, I have. I have. There we go. Wow. I have made other models. I can show you. I think I can show you the other ones. I had the other ones. Also, thank you so much, Snake and Wolf, for the 5. Wow, hey, wait a minute. Damn, okay, so we'd only need one more. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be like that, I see. Okay. Man, maybe I should just do a text thing for it. Cool. Cool, so we only need one more then. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I am on Twitch Nitro Boo. Dang, how do you do it, man? I don't get it. How do you do it? Other NPC. No. I'm not making NPC models. No, I have another one that I think I can show you. Did I delete the file? No, I didn't. See, this is my other one. This is my other child. This is Kuroku. This one makes my computer lag really, really bad because of, like, the special effects I did on it. But, yeah. I have completed this. This was also a very new style for me because of the eyes. They specifically wanted me to do white eyelashes in this eye shape. I normally don't draw in this eye shape, but it was a really, really great experience. And if you noticed, I kind of like carried some of that properties over here where it's like, I'm trying like this new like eye shape. That's why like Duncan's gonna have a little bit of makeup because I was like, oh, you know what? This style could look really good with some makeup and stuff. But yeah, it's a axolotl, like jellyfish. So yeah, this is an NPC moss. It's not me. This isn't my rebrand. I am not rebranding into a male. I am not rebranded into a male. Oh my god. Anyways, any artists in chat, feel free to like give me or like chat some pointers about drawing. I'm not gonna get offended being like, my art! How dare you insult my art and try to give me tips? Fuck you! This is my art! You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna make his... Never mind. I'm gonna make his chest so big it's gonna get me banned. By the way, thank you so much for the gifts, by the way. Thank you. And I have drawn Mr. Point's model. I don't have the file on my computer, but if you notice, like for a lot of my male models, I like to draw these like really sharp angular eyes. Kuroku wanted to be androgynous. That's why like there's like a bit more of the feminine type of stuff. Thus also the eye shape as well. And it's a bit more like young looking as well. So I probably could have drawn Kuroku's neck longer, not longer, thicker. But I feel like that would have taken away the androgynous feel to it, so... Is this supposed to be... Is this supposed to be a pretty boy that shows up in a BL manga? Who? Duncan or Kuroku? I want to draw Mr. Point's model again, like now that... Because it's been... Mr. Point was like one of my first like commissionees. And like, I really want to redraw your model, both feel like your human and your demon form. I feel like my art has changed so much since then. One of these days I will. So, I mean, you know, like that is kind of something I wanna do. Let's see here. I feel like right here we need to add a bit more. Cause yeah, it's like we need them lines. We need, like, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we need these lines. Woo, okay. My son is gonna be so hot and every girl is gonna want him to be their Oshi. And maybe some guys, because that's cool too. How much for art lesson, bro? Oh, God. When I learn how to draw, maybe I'll give art lessons one day. I am slowly learning. I take a lot of my stuff from my observational drawing lessons that I have done. I've also like taken some VTuber like character design classes too. So I do want to have my own lessons, but before I do that, I want to do those lessons after I've made a couple more models under my belt. Like, I want to make some pre-made models for people, you know, for all of you. And like, I want to make VTuber assets. I kind of want to do what FanArt does, where he makes like all these VTuber assets that people can pledge on like his Patreon. Like, I want to do something similar to that. But it's not just like the VTuber assets. I also want to do like VTuber brands in a way. Like, I kind of want to make overlays for people and logos and stuff. Like, I want to do like a whole brand package and things like that. You had an ad the entire time you were talking about. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a baby artist of 201 days, so tips here. Only thing I can say as a beginner is that I should probably focus more on quantity over quality. Quality takes enough line mileage to see what looks... It's true. It's true. Honestly, you should just draw. Even if like you draw something that turns out to be really shitty, you should just draw it anyways, because hey, you got one shitty piece done. That's great. That means you can move on to the next because you took like a bunch of knowledge and skills rather than trying to make the perfect art piece. Because I constantly want to make my stuff perfect too. And it makes it so frustrating. It's just kind of like what I want the feet to like do. Yeah, this is like the skeletal type of thing here. Right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I want something more like... Yeah. I want some... There has to be muscle. 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 Muscle! He needs more muscle! This is gonna look really fucking terrible, but I promise it's gonna look really good after. Alice has classes on Colossal. There's like a butt ton of VTuber classes on Colossal now. Like, when I first did the sponsorship with Colossal, they only had one, which was a Live2d modeling course. Now, they got full-blown, like, art ones, and I'm gonna be honest, you know all the money that you all donate in here and, like, subscribe? I actually use that money to buy all of the Colossal classes. I think I'm missing one or two. I think I'm missing one, actually. I bought the 3D VTuber one, and I bought the VTuber model here from scratch. Like, I think I might have bought an Alice's course. I can't remember which one Alice's course is, but I definitely did buy a bunch of courses, and I'm gonna do a review on all of them. I want to have, like, I want to watch all of them, because, God, some of these classes are long. Like, some of them, like, for one class is an hour long, and I got ADHD, so... And I have my own content I have to do. I have my own, like... What's it called? I have my own artwork to do. So, yeah, I need to, like... I need to just sit down and, like, watch it. And, yeah, I want to give, like, a nice review on everything. Maybe touch up on some highlights and stuff. And, like, kind of just take that experience to show you how I go about my models. Because... obviously, you know, these courses are, they're a lot, and like I would love to collaborate with those people in the future. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, I have bought in them. This is gonna look horrible. He's gonna look kind of fat, but it's okay. It's just a skeletal thing that I'm trying to get. Yeah. This is very big, obviously. Like, he's not, his legs are not going to be this thick, guys. Like, this isn't okay. I made his legs so thick for no reason. Why is his legs so thick? But this is kind of like my skeletal idea. I might need to shrink the arms just a little bit. But not really, because anatomically, this would be where the hand position would kind of be. Maybe just a little bit shorter, though. Just a smidge shorter. This is good info. I have heard of Colossal spell, but I didn't know how they... Well, yeah, they have stuff specifically for VTuber art and Live2d, as well as, like, 3D. But I will say, if you're thinking of purchasing those classes, they are not beginner-friendly. Maybe one of them is. I haven't fully checked it yet, but they are not beginner friendly. At least the Live2d one that I had taken, it was very helpful, but I had already had an understanding of how Live2d works and how Live2d cubism works in the program. So you probably should try to get, you know, some drawing under your belt or mess with the program before buying those classes, because I feel like it's going to be very overwhelming. That's why I make beginner-friendly color. Oh my god, why am I... Oh god. I swear I'm not drunk, you guys. I don't drink before a stream. I don't know why I slur my words so much. Hey, wait a minute, we got a new sub! Hey, yo! Salinda, thank you so much. Yes, we're doing anime night tomorrow. Alright, what do you want to watch? I'll ask you all in the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. And... connect your Twitch and your YouTube account so you have access to the thing. Cool. I'll do a little poll. We'll because I don't have work tomorrow, so we can have anime night after stream. I'll remind everybody again about it. But yes, what do I consider beginner friendly? Okay, so like beginner friendly is going over terminology. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. So a beginner course if I were to make a beginner course, which I do plan on making, that's why I tell people to pledge on Patreon, because Patreons are going to get access to it first before I release it to my YouTube channel. But what I plan on doing here on YouTube is that I would go over the interface of Clip Studio Paint, because what I have realized a lot of VTubers kind of struggle with is they don't really understand how to utilize their application to the full potential. So that would kind of be like the starting point, getting to understand how to use your program. Then the second thing is explaining different terminology and concepts, so that way when you go forward, you'll understand like why people label things the way they do. Also, Mr. Point, you're welcome to send me a screenshot of your thing so I can show everybody my very first like male VTuber model. You're more than welcome to share that. After that, I would show, like right now, I'm learning how to draw muscles. You're kind of watching me in my brain figure out how to draw like muscular bodies. So if the course was specifically, because that's the thing, right? These courses on Colossal show you a more generic kind of vibe, which is not a bad thing. It's actually fine. I would focus on more specific stuff. Like I would focus, okay, if you want to draw like a male VTuber model that's muscular, then this is kind of how you go about drawing the anatomy for it. These are the things that you have to like keep aware of, like why it looks correct. Like earlier, Sweetheart was saying how you should, if you're drawing a muscular male, you should have the neckline be as thick as the head. That's stuff that like I would be including in the video and showing you how to kind of measure that type of stuff. And then you could go on to Colossal and learn about the more advanced techniques. Even though I said like the things that they talk about is more on the like generic scale or like the broader scale, the reason why they're more advanced is because they're showing you how to come up with like concept art and how to actually like start from scratch and do more complicated animations. I would show you how to at least get the bare bones of your model moving. Honestly, maybe they should have me do a beginner course there.
Yoshino Art did a really good one. I did a review for one of her Live2d courses, and it's really well done. I did the art one, and yeah, she did an amazing job going over Clip Studio Paint and like how to use certain features of it that I would have never thought about using. I need to actually start utilizing it too. It would save me so much time. Okay, one sec. Yeah, okay, no worries. Take your time. You need any help making that? I've been working clip. That would be really cool. I'd be down to do a collaboration to help explain the program. Since I know a lot of people don't know about a butt ton of like useful tools that can help you draw faster. Okay, so I think let me see here. Okay, so oops. Okay, let's take this and draw it again. I think I need to make his ears a little bit bigger too. Maybe. I feel like it needs to have a bit more of a point. Like a point right there. Something more around the lines of this. Because earlobes kind of have this whole like thing about them. They got that thing. They got that little cartilage. Give him super quad. What's the problem with fat? Her body positivity trend. Nah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just his reference. He's kind of lanky. He's kind of lanky, so I'm trying to make him more defined. Listen, I like my chunky guys. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually don't have like a body type preference. I know there are a lot of people who actually do have a body type preference. Like some people like really big boobs. Some people like really big butts. Some people do like muscles. Some people like a little bit of belly chub. I actually don't care about any of that. I know that sounds like such a like cliche thing to say. I actually don't. I don't. It does not matter to me. Like, it's not my priority. I have other things that I care about more. And typically, one thing that I care about the most is, do you got a job? I'ma say it, I care about if you have a job. And the reason why is because, bruh, thank you so much for helping us get to the subscription goal, but like, look at that donation goal right now. That's one of my student loans. I need to make sure you got a job because let's be real here. I need to make sure that you can help me pay my loans, all right? Like, that's just, you gotta have a job. I'm not saying you gotta make bank and money and be, you know, rich, but you need to have a job, okay? Now, if you're just in high school, whatever, then I have no interest in you at all. For the love of God, please understand, you need to be able to drink for me to even be remotely interested. If you're under 21, nope. No, thank you. So, sorry, kiddos, but I'm just gonna have to call you kiddos. But I care about if you have a job. And what I also care about is, are you nice to animals? Are you nice to your fellow baristas? Now, some people think, well, I'm a nice guy, I'm a nice girl, I can tell if you're a piece of shit based off of how you treat animals and like fast food workers and stuff. Usually if you're not a good person, you probably don't tip them, you probably are very mean, and honestly, you probably find animals to be an inconvenience, and that kind of stuff shows through. That's the kind of stuff I care about. I care about how you treat others, and I also kind of care about like how you view yourself. So I don't really care too much about looks. It's like, listen, as you get older, your looks are not going to be what they used to be. So why should I care about that? Why should that be the reason why I want to like be with somebody? That makes no sense. Like, there are more important things in life than worrying about superficial things like that. It's also because I don't have massive boobas, so I have to like showcase my personality another way. You work with animals? What about which Pokemon? Oh, actually, you know, that's a hot take. You know, you gotta like games. Honestly, your best advice for drawing faster is 1, use a reference. Use construction lines. What is a construction line? In all my years of drawing in manga comics, not flying to biggest time. What is a construction line? That's so interesting. Good daddies have jobs and aren't actual Richards. I need my loans gone. So you're staying away from other content creators. I mean, listen, some content creators make a lot of money, I'll just say, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hi, I wanted to say something. You're amazing, a very nice person, great artist, and even inspired me to make a YouTube channel. I was going to ask you if you have any tips. Oh God, having tips on a YouTube channel? It's the same thing with drawing. You just need to upload and just start doing it. And I'm gonna be honest, when you first start a YouTube channel or when you first start drawing, your stuff's gonna suck. Like, it's just straight up gonna suck. It's gonna be bad. And, you know, years later, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna cringe. But that's okay, because the important thing is that you uploaded it and you actually did something. I've noticed that the biggest reason why content creators really struggle is because they're just not uploading. They're too self-conscious trying to make the perfect thing, and the reason why they don't upload is because they give it like a couple of uploads and they realize that their content is shit, and then they get discouraged and then they don't do it anymore. And like, yeah, your content's gonna suck. My content still sucks. You know, Mr. Beast himself has talked about how his content, you know, didn't even start getting good until after 100 video uploads. 100 of them. And like, I'm starting to reach that mark too, and my videos have improved a lot by then. There's still tons of room for improvement, of course, but I have noticed that because I have started uploading so much more and I started paying attention to the data, I started to stop being so afraid of my analytics and looking at that stuff. I've made a lot of connections to, not connections, I've noticed a lot of patterns. I noticed a lot of patterns of what works with my content and what doesn't. Construction lines are blocking out the main shapes of the character, and perspective lines if your anatomy is bad. If your anatomy is bad, lack of usage of construction lines that is, oh yeah, you know what? I should probably Google construction lines. I'm sure Pinterest will give me examples of it. Most girls don't understand is most guys worth a darn don't really care about looks much either. Most of us want pretty hearts with the prettiest face. Don't get me wrong, like, sure, you probably do want to date somebody you are attracted to, right? Because like, you don't want to just date somebody for like money, because then it's like, bruh, how you gonna perform for certain things? Like hand-holding. But you should have somewhat of an attraction. But I just don't think it should be the deal breaker. And like, you know, as people get old or gain weight, like, you shouldn't let that stop you from loving someone. Because like, I think that's like, listen, like, you ever see like those guys who will be like 40 years old and they'll go date like a 20-year-old? It's because like they want to feel young. And I'm like, bro, there are tons of gorgeous looking 40-year-old women. Like, bro, like, you gotta realize technology is so good now. Like, Have you seen Gwen Stefani, for crying out loud? How old is she now? Is she like 40? She don't look it. Granted, she has a lot of money for that kind of stuff, but still, you should just take care of your skin. You will look beautiful if you just take care of your skin and eat right. Bruh. Let me look up construction lines. Construction lines. Body. Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Gwen is 54? Holy cow! Your very first video is a Pony Island play. Yeah, okay, funny story about that, all right? That's actually not my very first video on YouTube. My very first video on YouTube on this channel is me doing a Life is Strange playthrough. And I did all 3 episodes of it. However, those videos, I accidentally deleted them. So they don't exist on this YouTube channel anymore. And I still have the Pony Island one. But yes, that was technically my first YouTube video. But still, since those videos don't exist anymore, I think it's fair to say that the Pony Island one was like my first YouTube video. And yes, it was a Let's Play. It was literally a Let's Play from a VOD. It was my Twitch VOD. They were good Let's Plays. I'm glad you think so, Jack. I remember those days. I remember those days. It was an interesting time. So if I want to do something along the lines of this. I kind of like how this hand looks so far just blocked out. There we go. Well, maybe this hand position doesn't exactly work if I'm gonna put the arms like that. I guess that doesn't really work for that type of hand position. I'm cooking though. I'm cooking. I think I need to. I want him to have like. I want him to have this kind of triangle shape, right? So he has this kind of triangle shape, then it doesn't make sense to make his hips that wide. His hips should be smaller. Like, they should be like this smaller. Because he's basically a triangle. All the way down to there. Yeah, Jack, please go lay down and rest and stuff. We're trying to get our atomical poses. Atomical poses. Kind of interesting how a lot of this is mostly just naked women. On Pinterest, it's just showing me a bunch of just naked women. Which, you know, is fine. It's a good reference. Just like, my God. I just want to look at some males. Not naked men, but like, you know, just the body. I just need to look at the skeletal position. Nah. Oh, do. Trying to make sure the shape blocks that I have here look about right. I think I have it like that. Should be something kind of like that. I still feel like the arms are too short. Like I feel like the skeletal position needs to be, I like his legs. I think the legs and maybe his pelvis is just too big. Or it could be the torso. He does have a very long torso. I could make his legs potentially longer and making the torso smaller. I really should go on that subreddit, shouldn't I? You get a lot of you recommend our build and body for male autonomy references is what I use. However, you get a lot of JoJo poses from men trying to flex certain muscle group. That's so interesting. All right. I'll check this out. Give me a second here. Let me attempt one more time here. think. I want like this, but I also want I think this is how I want that torso to be. Yeah, I think. Because this makes it look a little bit longer. And then the feet can go out like that. Let's see. Yeah, this... I think this needs to go down, but overall, I'm trying to do my little constructive thingies here. I think this is a little bit better. It feels better. Without the proportions being too weird. It feels better. Let me go take a look at that Reddit page. Gonna make the man lose those hips for accuracy. Damn, y'all. I mean, he'll still have like hips. It's just, I'm trying to think of like the proportions of it, because going back to like this, I can tell that I was making his hips a little too wide and too low. I was making his pelvic area too long. So I need to just make him just a little shorter. That's all. Try to mouse scroll zoom on your draw. Hey man, you know what? I'm happy that this makes you want to draw and like mess around with the programs. Let me look at that Reddit. Reddit and... Oh god, why does Reddit look like that? It's called bodybuilding. I'm gonna do that pelvic thrust though. Oh god, why is the first image is just some bald guy just pointing? Oh god. Oh god. I see what you mean by like the JoJo flexing position. I don't know how I feel about this image. It's a video. And like the way he is flexing his, I don't know, his lats, whatever his back thing. I am terrified. But hey, you're right. This is definitely some good references. Can I pause this? How do I pause? I can't pause GIFs now, can I? Well, that's annoying. Dang. I've gone so far on, you know, and it's sad because I clicked on it, which means now Reddit's gonna know that I'm interested in that type of content now, so now it's gonna recommend me more things like that. Oh boy. Look, if I can just get the skeletal position, then I'm pretty happy with today. So that's the goal, is to kind of get a little bit of that skeletal position here. Oh, I can screenshot the GIF, you're right. Ooh, okay, you're right. All right. I'll screenshot exactly what it is that I'm looking at here. I think YouTube's gonna get upset at me if I show you what this screenshot looks like. I mean, he's just in his underwear flexing, so like... It's, you know, it's educational. We're just learning, guys. We're just learning, you know? There's nothing inappropriate about this content. There's no nudity in it. He's got underwear on. As long as I don't screenshot his behind, because he literally pulled up his underwear. So this is the image that I was looking at. Oh my god, I feel like you're all gonna judge me. This is the image. Perceive wholesomely. Perceive that wholesomely, okay? Oh god. You've given me too much power. I see what you mean by like the neck muscles though. I need to... We won't judge you that harshly. Good. You shouldn't. I feel like... Man, this is... Drawing muscles is hard. I feel like drawing muscles is so hard. And I will say, that guy has some really thick thighs, you know? I am glad to see that so many people are here, just chilling, watching me draw male VTubers, muscular male VTubers. It's just a bodybuilder flexing. Yeah, yeah. But that is cursed. It's just the position. You don't want to see what the other position I was looking at. It's, he's thick. Yeah, honestly, this isn't too bad. I just want to refine it just a little bit more. There's like one part of his leg that's like super skinny. And then the rest of it is just swole. This is not going to make any sense, but it's okay. It's a process. There is a process with this. I also do want it to be a little bit thinner here. So his arm is gonna definitely be this is like super muscular, like super muscular, but the legs look a little bit better. I can tell that I definitely have to fix whatever the hell's going on here. Honestly, I think the best way to fix that is just move the legs up. I think I went too far down. Yes. That still very long legs. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Ah. The position is very just don't worry, he's not gonna look like he's only worked on just like one part of his body. And have a good night. I'll be wrapping up pretty soon for today. How does this compare to my old drawing? It's actually not that far off. Looks like I moved the feet up a bit more. This actually isn't that far off. It's the male pelvis region that seems to be troubling me. So let's take this. I'm gonna... Okay, let's take this and we will take a little circle thing like this. We'll give him something like that. We'll make chest part come to about have it go about. Go like that. Just gonna come out there. And then for his hips, make them go about out here. And then make might need to make this part a little bit more defined like that. But put the foot down that. Yeah, something like that. A taco? Taco? What? No. You're talking about like his pelvic area? What do you mean? And then we do this. Yes. Okay. And then this up. It's all in red, but it's okay. Skeletal. See how this one compares. I like this. Of course, I think I still might need to fine tune. Maybe like right here, like the thickness of the arm. Like, make the arm a bit, you know. Give him a little bit more muscle right there. I like that. What do you think? Do you think that seems a bit more anatomically correct? You think he's looking a little muscle? Doesn't look that uncanny either. Maybe the shoulders need to be a little bit bigger too. But I like that. I think this feels a little bit better. I'm gonna have to work a little bit more on the chest ratio. I might need to make his chest a little bit smaller, since I feel like a chest this big gives the indication that he's really, really swole. So that might end up being better. Hey, I mean, I won't say no to references. That is a-okay with me. I have no issues with that, sweetheart. I would very much appreciate that, actually. That'd be really cool. I do art commissions, yeah. I don't have them open right now because I've taken forever on working on Duncan's commission, this poor sweet boy. But this is how Duncan's original OC looks like, and I'm drawing this in my style. So as you can see, I have changed him quite a bit. I have made him more muscular, so to say. I have made him more muscular. I think I should make this a little smaller. And then get rid of this and this. That feels a bit better. Yeah. Granted, maybe this is a little too... It's like slightly off, I can tell. It's slightly off, but you know, it's been a long time since I have drawn anyone muscular, and I'm not drawing them super buff, you know? But I like this. This is a good start. It is a very good start. Also, to show you what Mr. Point's model was, which was my very first VTuber commission. So this is his human form. And then this was his demon form. So very, very, like, you know, different way back in the day. But still, you know, this one was super, super muscled. Which is not what we're doing for Duncan. We're not going to make him that muscular. But still, I'm very happy about, you know, that was like my beginnings. For drawing male VTubers. My humble beginning, so to say. Yeah, I think I might have drawn his chest just too big because I think this makes more sense. So I'm gonna have to like scale him back a bit. He's a little too muscular. This is not, I don't want to make him super beefy. And you can just send it to me on Discord. Man, y'all, you gotta understand, Sweetheart is a professional, alright? I am a lonely, stinky cat girl. Let me take some of my tea here. Also, I will say VTuber models are kind of hard to draw in like this front-facing pose. I'm not like the biggest fan of it most of the time because of, well, it can look very awkward depending on how you want your model to look. I actually have becoming more of a fan of like asymmetrical models, although for something muscular, I feel like that's super hard. Oh my god, Sweetheart, you did this in like 5 minutes? What the heck? Y'all, check this out. This is crazy. What the heck? What the heck? Thank you for the reference. Holy cow. I can see that I I have a couple of things off. It looks like my neck, the clavicle is too high up. I think that's what the issue is. I think I'm seeing this now. I think my clavicle is too high up. And my legs look a little too long. Okay. I made them extra muscular so you can scale them back if you want. Shows the construction lines. Yeah, no, thank you for this. This was actually very helpful because like the stuff on Pinterest, it's all asymmetrical poses, which is not helpful for when I'm drawing an asymmetrical model. So like for mine, it looks like, oops, what am I doing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've made the clavicle area too short. Okay. That thing's so he's daddy long legs. You should be thankful I stopped working 100k hour to give you some. I know, I'm so grateful. Oh man, I have been bestowed by such an art. See, you know how you said earlier how you weren't sure how you could be supportive? This is how you're supportive, and I very much appreciate this a lot. This was incredibly useful. Thank you for this. If you want to share it on Discord for other people, for other artists and stuff, you're more than welcome to, but thank you for this. This is exactly how you can be helpful too, you know? Things like this are very useful. It looks like my arms are a little too long too, aren't they? Yeah. Cause oh god. That's hard to see. Let's do a blue. Let's do a blue. I can be helpful by trying to make the streamer laugh. See, it works. That works. The wrist ends just below the crotch, so the entire hand hangs below. Oh, yeah, that means I have the arms way too long. Look, I will take jokes. I will take anything to make me feel better. That's okay. I like that. So it's kind of like this. Oh. Okay, I'm starting to see. Did somebody say it's time to bully? No, the arms are fine. The waist is too high up. There needs to be a gap between them. Oh. So the waist should be down lower, is what you're saying. like that. Oh. Oh, that's why it was uncanny. Okay. That makes way more sense. You see, guys? It's okay to ask for help. You don't have to be perfect at everything, you see? This is how we get better. This is my son. This is my son. So even though he may be male, he is my son. He is the child. And we will perceive respectfully. I do want to do some actual Live2d modeling tutorials or rigging, however you want to say it. I would like to do that more, but as you can tell, this stuff takes time. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of time to do this. I know some people can work a little bit faster. I am, you know, not one of those people. I take a million years to do something. But hey, at least I'm doing it. Please do disrespect leave you my mom. Oh god. If I want to commission, right now my commissions are not open. I need to finish this and I need to finish Ken's model, but I make announcements on Discord and on Twitter when my commissions open. Right now, I do have commissions open, but not for VTuber models. I have... I have this. It's a big booba emote. Which I also have a muscular male version that I did. But it's a emote. I have this emote. Your character here thing. I also have... If people want to buy the base pack and just make emotes themselves for like commission work, like if you want to make your own commissions, I have the whole base pack where you can get all the bases and stuff. So yeah, I have that right now. Because as you can tell, this model is going to be taking me quite some time. I think I should be able to finish it though by the end of this month if we keep streaming, working on it and stuff. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. But if you follow me on Twitter, or if you join us on Discord, I will make an announcement when my commissions for Live2d models is open again. Let's see. Let's see, I think... Yeah, that needed to be a little thicker. But it looks like... Looks like this is a little skinny. This might still be too muscular, to be honest, but it feels better. It definitely feels better. I'm definitely going to be making his legs thinner. But I might do that after maybe I'll make some dinner and then I'll kind of shape this out a little bit more. But in terms of like my other models, let's just say you'll definitely be seeing other versions of me on here from time to time. Maybe in some short form content, some different skits. So I will say, you just have to follow and subscribe and see. You should shrink the torso circle by about 20% and double the size of the shoulders. Men have very wide shoulders, but from the same chest size in women. Should shrink the circle torso. Oh, I see, like... think like this. Yeah, that makes more sense because I'd want the shoulders to be wider, like bigger circle thingy. Okay. I like this. I think this is a good place for us to stop for today because I actually have the construction lines. I got the skeletal thingy down. Yay! This is good because I literally had no idea how I was going to draw his body. I've been so stressed about the body. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to draw. But this is a pretty good base. Hey, at least I got the eyes down, you know? And, you know, I got, like, a good idea of what the face is gonna look like, too. So, hey, you know, there's hope for us. At least the next time I will be on here to draw, we'll actually have, like, the skeletal position. So, it'll be fine. I would like to stream longer, so I gotta go make dinner. And yeah, I'll work a little bit more on the skeletal position, but I'll post it on Discord. So feel free to join our Discord if you want to see more work in progress. And then, yeah, next week we'll come back and we'll actually start drawing line art. How does that sound? Yeah, we can actually start doing some line art, which will be really cool. So yes, thank you so much everyone for hanging out with me today. Remember, you can get yourself some pretty yummy gamer subs. They got the brand new... Let me see here. They got the brand new Sakura Deck collection and the Alice in Wonderland stuff. You can get 10% off and you use code Mari. So yes, I would love. I actually can't wait to try it. I'm excited for it to come out. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all for helping me and for all like the nice chats and stuff. And hopefully we can make things a bit more comfy for all of you. So everyone, please take care, and I will be on tomorrow. We're gonna do anime nights after stream tomorrow because you all helped us join the goals. I thank you for that, all the new members and stuff. I'll post on the like little Discord to figure out what show you guys want to watch because I have a lot of anime that I need to watch. So we can decide. We can watch a couple episodes. I'm thinking tomorrow we can probably play a game. I'm thinking of a game. So, yeah, we'll play a game tomorrow. But thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you all have a good night. And remember, everybody, everything reminds you of something. Bye-bye.